Hey guys, welcome to the fifth episode of the CMB Sports Podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Connor Dowie's.
And I'm Braden Vaughn, and I think we're a lot more prepared this week for this episode. So hopefully we'll get you guys a good episode today. We're ready to get into it. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, I'll let you go. So, what's the first thing you want to necessarily talk about?
First thing I want to mention is this is episode 5, which sounds
Nuts.
crazy
Hell,
that we're already at 5.
I don't know how we forgot. Thank y'all again for all y'all support.
Yeah,
We're
seriously.
our channel's growing, and it wouldn't be possible without y'all. So, thank y'all.
I mean, it means so much. People keep tuning in, keep following us on all our page and stuff. It means the world to us. Like I said, it's crazy. Already 5 episodes in. That's like a month and a quarter, which is insane already. It's flying by.
It is
like when we sit down and do these, it flies by.
We only do once a week. So
yeah.
The week's
and like
by.
we sit down and we're talking, and
it's
then
already
we get
Thursday
done.
this week.
We get done and we're like, all right, that was an hour and 20 minutes. Like, wow, you know what I mean? Like it flies
Definitely.
by. But yeah, we got a couple things we want to talk about with world of sports going on. It was kind of not a quieter week, but I mean,
it was some. How do I say this? It was some interesting, not drama, but kind of.
I think
drama.
we're kind of building up to stuff.
It was no like interesting sports games or moments happen. It was kind of stuff outside of the actual games that we're mainly necessarily just talking to LSU. But other than that, we still had some free agency and MLB will start heating up. NBA's looking getting
I love it.
And
League pass is the best thing I've ever had.
College basketball starting up. We got freaking besides Greedy Mouse, aka Disney. They're ruining everything on YouTube TV and everything. Did they ever come up with a agreement or anything?
I don't know what they're doing.
I don't think
Disney and ESPN.
What a joke!
It's yeah.
Remember when we were little, we could just cut on any TV and it would be any game we could want.
Yeah, for the first time in the podcast, we actually have predictions today. So I was prepared today, and we actually got the stuff ready. We were in a bit of a time crunch last week, so I give us a little bit of slack there. But this week we're good to go. Got some predictions, and for the first time in our predictions, we'll have college basketball. All right, so we're going to start it like we normally do. Start it with the recap. Got a couple things here, kind of a serious thing at the end, but I feel like it's important to mention. So, like I said, already 5 episodes in. Awesome. It feels just thank you everybody. Thank you all for the support. Can't say it enough. This one hurts. We're going to talk about this more later, but Dodgers, they beat the Blue Jays in Game 7 of the World Series.
If you'll follow our TikTok, me and Braden was watching it together that night. Braden was very upset. I actually did not hear from Braden for 2 days. I was pretty worried about him.
Saturday night was possibly one of the worst nights of my life until I cut on Step Brothers. It kind of turned around. That made me feel better. Step Brothers always makes you feel better.
There's a lot of good in this world.
There is. Sometimes you got to cut on something makes you laugh a little bit.
Take your mind off of it.
It's just a game at the end of the day.
Okay, but look at the positive. Look how y'all have done something that has not been done for the Toronto Blue Jays in a while. How many years? You probably have the years.
I don't have the exact. I think it was 32, 33, or something like that. But I want to say
one of the best teams and best World Series we'll ever see.
Speaking of first things like in history, that was the most globally watched baseball game in 34 years.
There you go. You can say
MLB's back. I'm sorry to tell you, but MLB is back. Especially I'm excited.
Postseason MLB baseball is one of the most elite things it has. And look at the post, not just the World Series, postseason as a whole. We had the Mariners and Brewers Game 7.
Mariners and Blue Jays.
No. Excuse me, not the Mariners and the Mariners and
Tigers.
Tigers.
Tigers, the ALDS.
And their Game 7. And then when you had the Dodgers and Blue Jays. I mean,
Dodgers and Phillies had some close games.
Yankees and Red Sox.
Red Sox. That was a great start to the playoffs.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It was pretty good.
I'm excited for next year. I'm glad that MLB is kind of getting to this point.
There's going to be another team that comes out of nowhere.
And look, we already got Shane Bieber back. I'm excited for next season. They've already scheduled an exhibition game against Team Canada before the World Baseball Classic, so I'm excited.
I'm ready for that. That's to be pretty exciting.
MLB is definitely back. I'm glad to see it kind of, Now, this is an interesting stat, too. I know that MLB Game 7 had a lot more viewers than the NBA's Game 7. Now, the NBA's Game 7, you had the Halliburton injury that kind of soured everyone's mood. But still, it's just cool to see MLB kind of starting to grow on everyone. Now, it is also interesting to note that you had pretty much Japan and Canada tuning in to the game, so that helps out a lot. But still, I think MLB is back. Hopefully, it just keeps growing. Because, it's just a cool sport to watch. You know what I mean? Anyways, we'll talk more about that coming up later. So we had college basketball that tipped off this past week.
So ready, Kentucky.
Already had some big upsets.
Yeah.
Already, you had New Orleans take down
who's possibly
TCU.
transferring into LSU, by the way.
That is weird.
That is very weird.
Probably one of the best New Orleans teams we got right now. They won a game before the Pelicans did.
That ain't hard to do. Tulane football and New Orleans basketball is keeping the city alive.
You had the Hawaii Pacific Sharks beat, I believe it was Boise State.
Yeah.
I mean,
Auburn went into, I think, overtime with Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And there were some great. The freshmen in college basketball is elite. We watched Koa Pete the other night.
We'll talk more about how that kind of sucks as a New Orleans fan, but yeah.
But you have AJ
DeBansta.
I butcher his last name, but DeBansta, I guess, is how you pronounce it. Darren Peterson, Koa Pete, Nate Ament, the Boozer from
Cameron Boozer.
But then you have his twin brother. His twin
yeah.
brother ain't as good, but Cameron. I'm missing some. Baylor has I'm gonna mispronounce his name, but it's like his name slipped me. It's because it's a foreigner last name.
Yeah,
he's good. Kentucky has Jaden Quaintance. He hasn't been playing yet because of an injury. Mikael Brown from Louisville. These are all freshmen I'm naming. Yeah. That's insane to me.
And we even had the chance to go out and watch a McNeese game here lately.
McNeese was very good.
I'm excited to watch them.
They have a big game.
The day they'll see this.
Yeah, they brought tomorrow in Santa Clara.
I'm excited.
Shout out to Jake Forbes. He'd have to go to California. Good Jake.
Gotta love it for Jake.
Oh yeah.
And like we say with a lot of things, you can expect more of that coming in the few weeks because we got a couple big games coming up.
UL next Friday.
Yeah, UL for McNeese next Friday. But just in general, like a lot of good games. We'll have Feast Week in a few weeks. That's one of the best times of the year for basketball. Yes. We have the Sonic Blockbuster coming up.
That's
there's
not so many this Tuesday, but next.
There's so many good college basketball.
I think
it's just you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You can be sitting there on a Tuesday night and get an absolute classic,
especially in November, early November.
It is. We're recording this November 6th, and it's already chaos with all those upsets. We've had now disregarding the upsets. There were a few highly ranked teams that almost got upset, but they ended up pulling it out. But like you said, Auburn goes into OT.
Kentucky did not look good against Nichols either until the second half.
So
Texas didn't look bad against Duke. Florida got beat by Arizona, like we said. That ain't really necessarily an upset, but there's a 3 versus 12.
There was a lot of people worried about the NIL, how that would affect college basketball, I think it's good to see how it's gone so far.
I think it
makes me feel a little bit better about it.
In the post-March Madness, I'm worried we may not see as many big-time upsets.
Yeah,
but we don't know yet. Last year we didn't, but we'll see this year.
Yeah,
if this year we don't see as many, then we can maybe.
I'm already excited for March. That tournament, man. Making those brackets, that's the best.
Yeah.
All right, so next thing we had. Okay, this is another big issue for us. LSU, they move on from Scott Woodward as athletic director, and they've selected a new president for the school. A president that we know pretty well.
Visited with him, talked with him, represented our university.
We know this guy pretty well. Comes straight out of McNeese.
He was in our parking lot the other day.
Yeah. I mean, real local guy. Now, he's not local, but moving on to LSU, Dr. Wade Roos is the LSU president. Already made some headlines, too, for better or for worse.
A lot of people, and he was. I mean, I don't really know. I'm not going to speak on behalf, but I'm sure he was more of a, pit Jeff Landry. I mean, Jeff Landry did kind of pick him. They kind of said, oh, he's just Jeff Landry's political pit. That may be true, but I can say personally, I mean, he was our president for not that many months, but we've met
in the short time we've seen him.
The short time we was with them, and we was with them a lot, from orientations to all kinds of this and stuff.
You can trust us when we say this guy is for the school.
He is for the school. Wherever he is representing, he is for them. He's big into athletics. We've seen that when he took a chance on Will Wade. Look, I mean, just the sport, what he's done for McNeese sports, which I say what he's done. I guess just more or less not what he's done, but the commitment and just the passion he's shown for McNeese sports and showing that he cared and not putting it as a priority
for
this university.
He's so involved.
And, they may say, oh, well, he's conservative. I don't really care if you're conservative, liberal, whatever. But they say, oh, well, he's conservative. I can promise you, I've never seen him act any different towards somebody because
I
what
didn't
political.
like you couldn't tell
Every kid
us.
he is acted the exact same,
He
energetic.
has the most energy I've ever seen by
Yeah,
an
I mean, didn't you
administrator.
even make the joke one time? I swear he did a line, a
He
snoring a
looks.
line
I
before
mean,
coming on
it's
stage.
insane. He has so much energy for a school. I can't
I
wait. I
mean,
think
this
he's
dude
a
literally
great pick for LSU.
he lived in the dorms at Matt Neese with the kids, and he played hide and seek with them. That is insane.
Would have
So
pizza parties with
at
him.
pizza parties with them.
And
So
it sounds weird, but trust
that
me,
just shows
it's
you how much he is in with it. So you put that with at LSU, with just the environment over there, it's going to be good. Give him a chance. He's going to do well, I think.
And I think another thing to mention with that is he is going to get the best coach we can possibly get.
He's going to
Him and
support.
Verge.
He's going to support. And moving on to that, Verge Osbury, after Scott Woodward was fired, got promoted. Was interim athletic director, and then they removed the interim tag. And then yesterday, they asked Dr. Roos, and he misspoke very badly. He said he don't really know the difference between permanent and acting, or interim and acting. What was it again?
Something along
Something
those
along the
lines.
lines of
It doesn't
that.
know I
The
don't know
difference
the difference between. I don't know. It's
basically it's the same thing, but he misspoke. What he basically was trying to say, he's gonna evaluate every you know faculty member or member of the staff at the end based off their performance.
mm-hmm.
But he officially, Verge Osbury released a statement today saying, this was from Verge Osbury himself. He says, as an important part of the Tigers community, I want to share with you directly that President Roos this afternoon formalized my appointment as LSU's Director of Athletics. There's been much change over the past 2 weeks, but our commitment to LSU sports and to its students athletes remain the same. We are already quietly assessing candidates for head football coach, and we will accept nothing short of finding a coach who will make the Tigers a national championship contender year in and year out. I will continue to keep you advised of our progress.
I'm excited.
I think, okay, I do like the hire. One thing, because we're getting stabilizing our athletic department. Alignment. We're finding alignment. And Verge Osbury is highly well known and liked within the coaching circle. He's been in the LSU athletic department forever. He's played at LSU. He's a football guy.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches at LSU are familiar with him. I think it's a good hire for right now, and I think he truly is already fine. I think they know who they're going to target. I think, like we said, don't take this the wrong way, Ole Miss fans, but they're going to go after Lane Kiffin.
Ole Miss fans did not like it.
They didn't.
When we
don't really care.
Brought up the idea of Lane Kiffin
We're
coming to
just
LSU
saying,
Florida.
We're not. We are saying
we're
LSU's
sorry
a better
your
job.
school is poverty compared to LSU.
Well, okay,
Florida.
we are saying LSU's a better job, but we're not saying he's going to. We're saying he should, and we want him to.
If he wants to win a title, the best
Go
place
to
to do that
LSU.
out of those three places is LSU and Florida. Sorry,
Ask
Ole Miss.
anyone but an Ole Miss fan and Florida fan, and they'll probably agree.
Could he win one at Ole Miss? Anyone can win one anywhere.
I just look at this. Okay?
It's objectively his ceiling is so much higher.
Ole Miss
at LSU and
Ole
Florida.
Miss is before Lane. Take Lane away. It's a mediocre program, and they had not been good. Look how far Lane has took them. I think that's a testament of him as a coach, not Ole Miss as a program. I think it's a testament of what
poverty
Lane has took them. So imagine him at LSU. Brian Kelly was the most unlikable person known to mankind. He hated Louisiana. We hated him. The dude was taking golf and beach trips during the middle of recruiting season. We had a 5-star edge rusher, Colin Simmons, on campus with a chance to get him in BK's in Destin on the beach playing, what's that name?
Spike ball.
Spike ball, for all we care. And the dude still went 34-14. That just shows you how good the LSU job
I hate
is.
this notion.
If you have a little bit of structure and you can coach, you're going to win. And Lane can do that, and he would do the bid at LSU. And there is one candidate, I'll let you talk. And then there is one candidate I think we really need to keep our eye on after Verge got promoted. I think you would like him if we don't get Lane. But what would you just say?
I was going to say, I hate this notion that LSU coaches, you get fired in 4 years if you don't win a title. Look at the last two coaches and look at the way that Edo
they do it
drives
to themselves.
The program
they
down.
Do it to themselves.
And then Brian Kelly empties Tiger Stadium at a night game against A&M. You look at the state they left the program in.
We can't help that they I will say this: Brian Kelly left the program in way better shape than when he found it. I will give him that. Edo, okay, but both of them checked
They drive
out.
it into the ground.
They've checked out. They don't care. Edo was more worried about dating his 25 or 27-year-old girlfriend. Brian Kelly, he was more worried about being on the beach. You can't have that as a head coach at LSU. It's just a reality of it.
I think when you just talk about fits and stuff, Lane Kiffin, it would be perfect,
fits.
dude. It would be
Now,
perfect.
We don't get him, I'd be very, very happy with this can. I'm not saying he's gonna leave. It would be funny, and I would laugh to ever. I think you know who I'm trying to go with. It'd be very, very funny. But Burge Osbury has two sons. One went to Auburn, and then transferred to LSU. He's on the LSU staff right now. Roster right now. And then the other one was a very high recruit, Jaden Osbury. And Verge, this is kind of Jaden was around the time Edo just got fired, and he didn't come to LSU. He went to Notre Dame. Verge Osbury sent him to Notre Dame to play for Marcus Freeman. Marcus Freeman and Verge Osbury have a very, very good relationship, from what I've gathered. I mean, he trusts him enough to send his son over there. Marcus Freeman almost got the LSU defensive coordinator job, but from what I gathered, he didn't really like Ed Ogeron, and he felt more comfortable being at Notre Dame. So I think he would possibly entertain the fact of coming to LSU. Do I think he comes? Probably not.
I wouldn't leave Notre Dame.
I would leave Notre Dame. You have a cupcake. Well, actually, I will give Notre Dame this. They have or kind of boosting their schedule up, but still, for the most part,
with how good of a coach he is, he's going to be a threat at Notre Dame every year.
He's going to make the playoffs probably about every year.
And Notre Dame's never going to be an easy beat with him at the coach.
If you fall out on Lane, I would take a run at him. You can't tell me that dude will not do good.
That'd be exciting.
Young, can recruit, energetic, shown to put together a good staff, and just a program builder. And the players love him. I think it'd be the exact opposite of what Brian Kelly was. And I'm not saying, oh, go get him because it'd be funny to rub it in Notre Dame's fans. No, I don't care. I just think he's an elite coach, and I would want him. Mm-hmm. But I want Lane first.
It's going to be an exciting couple months.
Flip a coin. I don't know where they go after them two.
I'm excited because, I feel like this is one of the most important. I feel like this is important.
This cycle.
This is a big one right here. You have to make a slam dunk. And we've talked ad nauseum about it, but this is a big part, a big moment. You
gotta do this one right.
In LSU history.
I don't see how you don't go big and get a proven winner.
I think with the new leadership, I think they want to come into the scene and say, hey, we're here to make LSU football what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they want to come in here and make a good first impression.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to go hire some no-name from South Dakota.
Yeah.
Not going to sit well with fans. And let's face it, these are kind of our governor's people. The governor made this big old scene. It ain't going to look good on his part either.
These people have a point to prove. Yeah. They have to they have to show.
Elections are around the corner. It's already kind of his popularity is dropping.
And people say,
you hire Lane Kiffin. I ain't saying he hires Lane Kiffin, but if he was part of the change that hired Lane Kiffin, looks pretty good on your part.
And people say don't bring politics into it.
It's all
politics brought themselves into this. Unfortunately,
I hate, like you said, every major college football program, politics is involved. It's just the world we live in now.
We wish Jeff Landry wouldn't just running stuff at, you know what I mean? Like
I wish he'd be like every other governor. Quietly do it, if anything. You did not have to if you didn't like Scott Woodward, fine. We kind of fire him. You don't have to make that big of a deal. Or if they ask you about, yeah, look, we're gonna have to evaluate some things and we'll see from there. That's all you had to say. You didn't have to go out and say, I'm gonna let Donald Trump get the next coach or Scott Woodward will not hire the Just shut up, dude. Just don't say nothing.
Unnecessary.
What is that called when you
Pat McAfee?
What is that called when you literally he's just doing it for attention? That's what makes me mad the most. What is it called when you all you have to do is just basically give a response that's almost a BS response, but you kind of answered it. I don't know that's the word.
BS it.
Pretty much. You could have just done that and been around it. Just beat around the bush, I guess you'd say. But whatever, he didn't. I think it was all just for popularity and get his name out there, and that makes me mad.
Yeah, because LSU football, that's
he
knows LSU football is a weapon to use in this.
Every day I'm like, okay, LSU's going to stay out of it. It's going to be a peaceful day. Wrong.
It's been like every day for the last few weeks, just something
But
happening.
today it seemed to get better.
I'm excited with the new
Now, who
leadership.
knows what tomorrow holds?
Like I said, I think they're going to come in with a point to make, and they're going
I
to do the
think so
best
too.
that they can, go for the biggest slam dunk hire.
Here's one thing I think's impressive. Brian Kelly's been fired, and we have not lost. We haven't lost one commitment yet. That goes to show you how little he did. Now I'm saying we're going to. It's just part of it, and we actually gained a commitment. That's kind of funny, but whatever.
Just what we're hoping is we're not talking about this in 4 years, talking about another $50 million
Hey,
buyout.
I'm excited for the Bama game Saturday. I think they're going to come out energetic and
Frank Wilson
close.
has these boys ready.
Pearl
Harbor reference in his speech. I mean, you talk about wanting
He's a
to make
player's coach.
a first impression. Not a first impression, but a strong start.
Frank wants the job, so he's going to do everything in his power to get it.
We'll see, I guess. We will see. That's this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday.
So the day y'all see this
be there, be square.
Tomorrow. It's at night, right? Surely.
6:30.
Okay, I was about to say, surely you put this at night. In Tuscaloosa. Who knows at this point? Who really knows?
Go out there and
LSU football is just.
I'm just ready to watch and just know, hey, I'm ready to see some of the young guys play, possibly Michael Van Buren, and be like, okay, let's go toward our future. Hopefully, what's going to make us mad though is when Michael Van Buren goes out there, like we've been saying, and balls out.
Plays close to Bama,
beats them, wins every game the rest of the year. You got putting up Heisman numbers. Just shows you. We'll be able to tell you how much the players hated Brian Kelly and how bad he was this Saturday, and Joe Sloan this Saturday. We'll see. That's all we can do.
Yeah, it's crazy at LSU. I mean, unfortunately, but
it's LSU for
transition period now. So we're moving into a new era of football.
We'll see.
Luckily, the baseball and women's basketball teams are just we're locked down over there. We're good. We're good to go.
They scrimmaged this past weekend, actually, the baseball, and they look very good.
Regardless of who steps in, don't mess with those two. We're good over there. Let them be.
You give Jay and Kim
do what they
need to do. Want.
We'll get championships.
You leave them alone.
I looked at it earlier. LSU women's basketball.
They beat the crap out of
Southeastern by 90.
I think it was like 112.
Those
27.
People have families.
I think that's 6 points at halftime, Southeastern.
Families. They have families.
Matt Neese took the women's basketball coach from Southeastern. They were like third in their conference last year, and she took basically the whole team to Matt Neese.
It's crazy.
The most recognition Matt Neese girls basketball's got is during their game the other day.
The viral 6-7. And that's going around now. There's like at women's, or not just women's games, but just in general, if the scoreboard hits 67, you better be ready.
That's awesome.
You better be ready. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, craziness. But next thing we're going to cover, probably one of the more serious things to talk about on the podcast. I hate to switch the mood up so fast, but I think this is really important to talk about. So I don't know if you've seen this yet. I think it was either today or yesterday, but Cowboys player Marshawn Kneeland. You heard about that?
Yeah, rest in peace. Prayers to him and his family.
And he passed away at the age of 24, and I don't like to speculate about it, but the news that has come out has said it appears to be a suicide.
Yeah.
And
that's what I've seen. I don't want to go anything because media and speculation.
Yeah.
But everything I've seen, I think it was a suicide.
And that it just really puts it into perspective. Like everyone, you think that these athletes, they have everything. This guy scored a touchdown, a defensive touchdown on Monday Night Football a couple of days ago, and now this happens. And it shows you that you never know what inner battles or inner demons people are fighting.
I'm not trying to, like you said, we'll move on after this. But they always say, you look at some of the people, it's always the people you least expect to commit suicide. It's always people who appear the happiest, but they do that in a way to cover up for their sadness in the inside. Robin Williams, you look at Jim Carrey, he didn't commit suicide, but they say he's one like depressed, sad people. So it just goes to show you, check on the people you love and always tell them you love them.
And I mean, I seen an interview with Dan Orlovsky today, and he made a good point. Like these athletes, and just there's a stigma where people think that you can't get help,
and then
it's weak.
If their personal image gets a little bit, I don't know, like not destroyed, but if it gets,
people just don't want to they don't want to open up because it just feels weak.
Well, they know it's going to go to the media, especially men. Men don't want to do it because they're supposed to be, the staple or the stable hand in their family, the man,
And it just sucks
everything be
that
okay.
I just hope that like just whoever sees this, whoever this reaches, I hope everyone knows that it's always okay to ask for help. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
that's never the answer. Whatever you're going through, regardless of whatever's happening in your life, I promise you, there's always going to be someone there. You're always going to have help. It's just it really puts into perspective because you never know. It's you always got to check on someone. And like I said, the thing with Dan Orlovsky, he was saying athletes. He said if someone would have checked on me back when I was playing, he would have just covered it up. You know what I mean? And that just shows like you gotta like really check on people. You gotta. It's mental health is such a big issue, and I'm hoping it sucks to see all this stuff keep happening, but I'm
What's bad
hoping
thing
the
about that is
mindset towards it changes.
social media is a big reason why we have a mental health crisis in this country
hmm
and just in the world.
It's just
Social
it really
media,
sucks to see
social media really is not a
because like I
good
said, this
place.
guy was at the just the top of the game. He scores a touchdown in
Yeah.
the NFL. Just one of the best moments in your sports career you can have as a defensive player. And then a few days later, this happens. So it's really sad. And like I said, hopefully the mindset around this situation kind of can change over time. But yeah, like I said, social media is just such a negative influence. And I don't think that's going to change. I think it's too far gone. But
Yeah.
just always be open to
Be
people.
aware and be
Be
open.
able
And
to reach a hand out to someone, even if you don't know them. Like just be able to talk to someone, just talking through stuff. Be there for people. It's the world sucks sometimes, and just having people. There's always you always, regardless of how hopeless it seems, you have people there for you. I wanted to say that. I know it's not the biggest audience we have, but I just hope that whoever sees this, maybe it can reach someone who's struggling, and maybe they'll know. You know what I mean? Just everyone needs to know that there's always resources to
believe
help you.
me, someone in this world will be willing to help you.
Just you have to. Yeah.
Preachers, family members, people. Everyone. There's someone in this world that definitely
And if you're
has
someone
a
who
feeling.
you consider yourself not to be as like as much struggling, you know what I mean? Oh, just check on your friends, check on your family. You never know what's going on in people's
Just
heads.
be the main thing. Just be mindful and aware. I think that's what
The
we can end it off
the
on.
biggest battles people fight are in their minds. They're in their own heads.
And just
So
be mindful of others and be mindful of what you say to others.
and you never know what
And
someone's
then,
going through.
yeah, just check up on them.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just wanted to make that. I think that was an important thing to talk about. Just a really sad situation there. But we're gonna move on here to our first of two topics, and I like to say lighten the mood, but this isn't gonna lighten my mood very much. It's about the World Series.
yeah.
So we had the Dodgers. They go back to back again. I mean,
How do
probably
they not? You buy the best roster in
they've
all
bought the
baseball.
best team baseball money
Okay,
can
I know
buy.
you're not going to want to hear this, rightfully so, but Yamamoto and Shohei Ohtani are different animals, and Mookie Betts.
You heard me more than anybody. I'm Yamamoto to throw a complete game in game 2 or 3. I think it was
Two,
game 2.
two,
Come back game 6, have that kind of performance in
6 or
96.
7 innings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have that performance in game 6. Then the next night you finish off game 7. I
3
mean,
innings.
it's insane. Like
He's a man. He's an
it
animal.
is absolutely crazy. And then the other guy, Shohei, he can go out there, pitch a
Yeah,
great performance, and then hit
he
a home run off of you.
literally flipped his bat out.
I've
Literally
never
just threw.
seen that.
He just threw his hands
I've never seen
and
that.
just literally threw his hands, just trying to make contact, and he about hit it over.
That was absurd.
Yeah,
I seen it at first. I was like, okay, we got Shohei out,
no.
and it keeps carrying and
I thought it
carrying.
was going at one point.
And I was
I
like, oh
said,
my god,
I thought, okay, at first it was a range of emotion. I said, oh, pop it to the shortstop. Oh,
it
crap,
keeps
that's
going.
gone. Now, at first I was like, okay, that's a pop up to the shortstop. Oh, that's a pop up to the center fielder. Oh, crap, that's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, it hit the wall. So it's like,
I want to say before we kind of get deeper into it, I think my happiness this weekend peaked at 1 second where I thought Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and you were there with me. We were there watching the game, Game 7. Vlad smokes the ball, doesn't flip the bat or anything, but the way he looks at it for about a half a second, my mind just flipped to, oh my god, he did it. You know what I mean? Because how poetic would it be for him to cap off a Game 7 win?
Yeah.
And
in Toronto.
And it just, my heart just dropped when I seen the defender stop, and that's only the beginning of the sadness, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we already touched on this thing earlier when we said MLB. I think it's back. I think it's awesome to see how much the game is growing, how much just attention it's receiving from sports pages and sports media. It's awesome to see it. Like I said, it had more, like almost, I think, double the viewers of NBA's Game 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just awesome. We're always going to be fans whenever sports is growing and improving, and more people are just,
Especially baseball.
it's awesome just to see in a
Uh,
world that's so negative. It's so cool to see sports just
which
keeps
one?
growing.
Dang, you're getting depressing with us today. Which one hurt you more? The homer Miguel Rojas hit, or Will Smith?
Man,
Man,
that's tough.
I think you were more upset on Rojas as a homer.
It's kind of like
Because
it's
I think
tough.
in the moment you was like, okay, we're not. I know for a fact it was 2 outs left. You was like, oh,
It
okay, we
was
only
a
got
full
nine,
count with one out,
full
nine
count, one
hole, and then
out, nobody
Shohei.
on base. You were like, dude, we did him out. All we gotta do is get Shohei, and we can win this thing.
I mean, Rojas was the
And I remember
least of my worry
you were
there.
living the world up, Braden.
I
You
was
were
so
jumping up
happy.
and down,
I was like, we're 2 outs
drinking your
away.
Sprite,
2 outs.
and then he swings and he hits
I
it.
think I think I've got it. So I think the best way I can put it is Rojas home run in the ninth inning. It kind of just
Just ruined the whole mood.
it was like a stab, and then just a stab in the heart, and then the Will Smith one, they just twisted it. Like that's just it was just such a hopeless feeling because I was like, we have Yama. The thing is,
Got a chance there at the end.
there were so many opportunities the Blue Jays could have won that.
Yeah.
Connor Falefa could have ran through the base. Maybe things are different.
But he
If he
didn't get a
gets a
lead. You
bigger
see that dude's
lead,
lead? And then they hit it
and
to the
then
wall, and the center fielder tackles the left fielder, and they catch it.
go back to Game 6. Barzer's halfway off second base. I mean, there's so many opportunities they had, but still, such a magical run for the Blue
The
Jays.
one game they lost in, what was it, 18 innings?
18 innings. I
And the
mean,
base running errors and everything.
I think it's. I know it sucks that the Blue Jays lost, but my mind, I've been just feeling a lot better here lately with because it was every night we were stressing about baseball, and it's like every game was like, oh my god, what is happening? I I haven't watched. That's like the first World Series I've watched game by game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be biased. That is one of the best just series in general I've
Well, it
watched.
was, because every game was,
Oh my
exciting
god!
and
I
challenging.
mean, we sat here and watched that game 3. It went to 18 innings.
Yeah.
And ended for us at 1:50 in the morning.
Took 2 in the morning.
So like,
Oh no,
I
what
mean,
day
it
was that? I remember I had
was a
school.
Monday.
It
I
was
think.
Monday? Yeah. I remember being miserable the
I think
next
it was a
day.
Monday, and it was like, oh my god! But the thing is, we had 4 or 5 more games of
Yeah.
just pure classics, and it was craziness. I mean, the Blue Jays fan of me is obviously distraught, sad, because I mean, you don't get a lot of opportunities to go to the
Mm-hmm.
World Series, and just to see it end like that in a double play for Kirk, it sucks to see. The baseball fan of me though, what a series, what a postseason, like you said earlier, what a postseason. I mean, it was just every series pretty much just awesome.
Oh yeah.
Great baseball, great for sports, just awesome, so exciting. And then brings me to the next issue with MLB. Why is there not a salary cap? Have we ever? Have they? I don't. This is the most in tune I've been to MLB this year, so I can't really speak on like past years. But has there just never been a discussion like, hey, maybe? And okay, so I'll just something that makes me really mad when people say is like, oh, well, you could have signed Freddie, you could have traded or signed for Freddie Freeman, you could have signed Yamamoto.
They can't. It's called small
This
market, big market.
people who have played Madden Ultimate Team will understand this. It has become Madden Ultimate Team. However, if you buy the best team in Madden, nobody's beating you. Your wide receivers aren't getting open. Your plays won't work. It's Ultimate Team right now, and it shouldn't a sport like MLB and baseball should never come down to who spends the most money. I get it.
I think there should be a cap, but I don't think the Dodgers necessarily should be punished just because they have the more money, though.
Oh no, I get that.
It's not their fault they're in Los
Yeah.
Angeles and they just have more money. But
you got to
the amount
have
of money,
owners that are willing to spend more.
yes. But at the same time, they should not be willing to spend that much.
I believe,
If they would have been able to spend, if they weren't allowed to spend that much and there was a cap, they would have to actually be strategic and kind of spread it out. I don't think Freddie Freeman or something would come.
I think Game 7 they put over $1 billion worth of pitcher contracts on the
There you
mound.
go.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
That's craziness. And obviously, like you said, in a sport where
baseball is a whole word of advice. If you have a kid, start training him to be a baseball player. The contracts in that sport is stupid. From Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, Vlad, Aaron Judge. I'm missing probably.
And,
there's no telling. Scuball is going to get one crazy.
yeah, Bo Bichette's going to get some money this off
If the
season.
Tigers trade Scuball, they are the biggest idiots known to mankind. I would expect nothing less from a Detroit organization, but that'd be really, really. I'll believe when I see it.
And it's like you
Surely
said,
they're
I
not that
mean,
stupid.
in a world where the most money wins, you got to give credit to the Dodgers. They spent the most
They
money.
spend it.
And
Scared
that's
money
not
don't make
knocking.
money.
It's not knocking their players because they have
I
Yamamoto
don't
might be the
blame.
best
I
pitcher in
don't.
the world right now.
I don't blame the Dodgers for. I mean, if they have the money to
You
spend
got
it,
to in the
I blame
end,
the MLB.
you got to do what you got to do to win. And the Dodgers have shown that they
I
are
say the MLB
very
needs to
able.
step in. They're not going to.
I know, and
Something's
it
gonna have to
sucks.
change.
It's going to be
We'll see.
who spends the most. I'm interested to see what happens in 2027, like everyone's been saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, in a world where most money wins you the game, I mean, you got to give it to the Dodgers. They went out,
But
spent the
I think
money,
we
got
can
the
both
players.
agree something's got to change and something
There
will
should be
change.
a cap. Like I said, I don't think it
Something
should
will
ever
change.
be. I don't think a sport should be who can spend the most money. Because you have an NBA. Could you imagine if LeBron, Jokic, Curry, Kawhi Leonard were all on the same team in a playoff series against whoever? And what I like about the NBA and how that salary cap works is you have like one or two stars on a team, a couple of really good wings, and some solid role players, and that's what wins championship. You know what I
It's
mean?
really just you have your two superstars and you just have nothing but role players that fit into your system and your culture, and they know their role.
I mean, look at last year. You had Oklahoma City and Indiana were the two teams in the finals.
Yeah, you have your superstars.
You
and
don't
have your role
outbuy
players.
people. You don't outbid people for championships, and that's like I said, still just an awesome postseason. I love MLB. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in next year.
We're
a lot
not going to
more.
harp too much as it was a good season, but something needs to change.
They're definitely. If you ask me, there definitely needs to be a salary cap. I'm not sure how they go about implementing this, but I think, like you said, something has to change with that because it should never be who spends the most money. You know what I mean?
No,
That shouldn't be how a sport is won.
There needs to be some type of structure and some type of structure and rules involved in this.
I agree.
It's common sense.
I agree. I don't think it should just be a free for all. Who spends the most money?
If you want baseball to be at the very, very best it can possibly be, with everyone being not equal but somewhat balanced, and just if you want to make the most money, have the most success, and just have the most fun and just excitement around the league, put some structure and rules to the salary cap, and you'll see how good the playoffs and stuff get. But moving on.
We'll see if that happens.
Yeah, moving on.
We will see if that happens. So, second topic, and this is the main one I wanted to talk about today. Hard times in New Orleans. Obviously not for the college basketball team.
Well, Pelicans.
As we record this, Pelicans win 2 in a row. That's a back-to-back, by the way. Second game on the road against the team that is now last in the Western Conference, but still.
Some bright
the number 1
superstars.
Pick. Saints. Let's go right into it, I guess. Saints. They are
no hope this year for them.
A single win on the season, I believe. Beat the Giants. I mean, it's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. With Scatterbo and Dart.
Woo-hoo.
Hey, got to beat someone, I guess.
Get up on your feet.
It's I mean, there was when we talked about them a couple weeks ago, we talked about how every single game they're fighting, except for the Seahawks game. They didn't fight in that one, but there was games where they were close. Here lately,
the wheels are falling off. And honestly, I expected this. I'm also surprised. I think mainly we didn't see it sooner because the teams we played aren't that good. But I will say this again: Kellen Moore needs time. we knew the season was going to suck. I don't know why people were acting surprised. I just is still shocked because you never want to see your team lose. But I think it's just more or less. I don't think it's necessarily like shocked that we're doing this bad. It's just the fact that we've put up with such failure every year, and we continue to not fire Mickey Loomis. We have
Worst ownership.
the worst ownership and front office leadership known to mankind, and we just settle for failure every single year. And I think that's what makes New Orleans fans and Louisiana people the most mad, because we are people that want to win. We want to succeed,
And
especially when it comes to our football.
yeah,
And just watching this over and over again, it's embarrassing and it sucks. Every Sunday we got to cut on that TV and watch this embarrassing
every
football
Sunday.
team. And we still, I don't know why. It's like, what did Brandon Walker say? You go to the well every week. You say, I'm thirsty, I want something. And the well grabs you by the throat and it chokes you to death.
And
every week we still go to that well.
And there was a video where Jose Alvarado, the first win of the season for the Pills, hits pretty much game winner.
Yeah, 15
And
seconds left.
you see the crowd just go crazy. New Orleans.
We were 0-6 at that time.
New Orleans, and that's a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Louisiana sports fans, they're going to show up. No, regardless of what happens, Louisiana will have your back sports-wise. Sports fans, I think Louisiana has the best. They're going to show up for you. But you got to give them.
It's a crime we don't have a baseball team.
You've got to give them something to cheer about, man. Like, it just sucks. You see all the fans.
Don't. I can tell you this. I knew going into the season we weren't going to have anything to cheer about.
Oh, my God.
But the Saints, the best thing they can do is, I know this sounds suck, they need to lose every game. They're not making the playoffs.
Got to get the first pick.
There's no way. Lose
Or
every single
pick.
game. You get the first pick, you're going to get a top 3. I think you can guarantee that. Get the first pick, and you have your options. You take quarterback, but if you don't like your quarterback, you can.
Could we see Mendoza in a Saints jersey?
My thing is, I like Sellers. I think you could develop and mold him into a good quarterback, especially Kellen Moore. I think that's important too. We got to look at that. Kellen Moore is a very good quarterback coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot goes on. Who does he want? What does he want?
Yeah.
But I still go back to this. Look, this ain't really just the strongest quarterback class. Hey, package that sucker. Move back in the draft.
Get a couple
Get
firsts.
a bunch of picks. You're still going to get a top player. Get some firsts for the next year, and you just keep building.
I think when
you have good young pieces right now on your O-line. You have Kelvin Bates, Tawisi Fuaga. I'm probably missing some people, but you can keep it. We need weapons on it. We need a quarterback. We need weapons. We need defenses old as dirt. But hey, it's going to take time. Rome was not built in a day.
We got to look for the draft.
For the next 2 to 3 years,
most exciting thing
is
mock draft season.
I don't even know if I need to decide for the draft, knowing still who is our general manager.
Very true.
We drafted Trevor Penny. I mean, I can't wait to see what he trades back for and who he'll take. So, but for the most part, I just for the next 2 to 3 years, the most assignment Saints fans can get would be for the new. I would say the most assignment you're to get is in the NFL draft.
Yep. And I mean, like I said,
can't happen in one day. Be patient with Kellen until he gets the Jimmies and the Joes. Don't judge him.
Like I said, I mean,
I ain't saying he can't go out there and just call the worst game plan ever. You still want to see some improvement, but he don't have the players right now.
Like I said, it's not going to happen in a day. Got to give it time. We got to build it up. I mean, that goes. That's what it is.
Any level from high school to college to JUCO to NFL professional, you got to have the players.
Yeah, got to have the guys.
And guess what, Braden? Do we have the players?
No, we don't. I mean, we don't. I mean, I think we have the coach to get it done, but like I said, got to build it up.
I'm just glad maybe, if anything, he's getting some experience out of this. This is his first year.
Get some running. I mean,
getting his feet wet.
Speaking of the picks, obviously New Orleans, I believe they're either in the lead right now for the first pick or second.
I think they have the lead.
Jets are going to give us a close race.
They are, but I think they made a jump.
Terrible team.
They're both horrible. I think they play. Hold up, we play them coming up.
Yeah.
Someone said
December 21st.
Someone said they need to move that to prime time. The battle, the number.
That's going to be.
The Dolphins may give us a run for our money too.
That's true. They're probably on the verge of firing their coach.
He's going to. It's just a matter. I think they're going to keep him for the rest of the year. They said.
So that'll be an early Christmas gift, December 21st. New York Jets come to New Orleans.
Let's look at the Jets record. The Jets record right now is, 1-7. They play the Browns coming up.
Could lose that.
Let's say a loss.
I'm picking the Browns in that one.
Yeah. Patriots.
They're getting beat by the
Loss.
Patriots.
Ravens.
Probably getting beat by the Ravens.
Falcons.
That could go either way.
That could go either way. Dolphins. That could go either way.
That could go either way.
Jaguars. Loss.
Jaguars, I think, would beat them.
Saints.
Who knows?
And then they're going to lose the last two to the Patriots and the Bills.
Yeah.
So we really need them to beat us and the Dolphins.
It's tough race we're in right now.
We need them to for sure beat the Dolphins or us. The Saints, on the other hand, we still have the Panthers.
We honestly could win that.
Gosh dang, our schedule's so bad.
Yeah, it's one of the easiest remaining schedules.
We got the Panthers left.
Could win.
The Falcons.
Really could win.
The Dolphins.
Really could win.
The Bucks.
Probably not going to win that.
Panthers again.
Could win that.
Jets.
Could win that.
Titans.
Could accidentally win that.
Falcons.
Could accidentally win.
So you see?
It's crazy.
We're not getting the number one pick.
We'll accidentally win.
I don't care. Give us a top three.
We can't have anything, dude.
We can't. We can't even tank right.
Can you imagine if this schedule was with Drew Brees? We would have went 15
this team sucked when Drew Brees played.
Oh my god!
That's when Drew Brees was playing. The Titans were good. They had Derrick Henry. Panthers, I mean they had Cam Newton for a little bit. Then
I think regardless of how good a Saints team is, we're always going to own the Panthers. Unfortunately for them, but I mean it's.
Like I said, we can't even tank.
It's
but
craziness.
All I can say is, fans, New Orleans fans, it's gonna be a rough couple of years. Be patient. Hopefully that we either sell the team or Mickey Loomis is fired. Yeah.
Speaking of Loomis, one more thing I wanted to mention was the disappointing. I thought it was disappointing. The trade deadline. We trade away Shaheed and Trevor Penning for 3 picks. Shaheed, who was an undrafted free agent, goes for a 4th and a 5th. I'm okay with that. That's value for an undrafted free agent. Do we want to? Am I sad Shaheed's gone? Yeah, I love Shaheed. Trevor Penning.
Can we get over the fact that we traded up to get Trevor Penning too?
Trevor Penning, 1st rounder, right?
Yeah, we traded up. Yeah.
1st rounder. And what do we get for him? A 6th round pick. 6th.
That is terrible draft evaluation, and just all around just shows you the incompetence of Mickey Loomis.
And you're thinking, all right, well, what else do we get? Nothing. As far as I can tell,
if you're gonna tank.
As far as I can tell, that was the only moves they made. How are you in the spot you're in right now? You're 1 in however many games are on the schedule.
Sits or so they're 1 in 6 or 1 in 7. I don't remember which one.
Like, how are your
they're
only
1 in 8?
moves?
Excuse me, 1 in 8.
Trading for a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. Why? What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, you're clearly not in a position to win.
It is a battle for the number 1 pick.
I'm telling you,
these teams that are terrible this year. I knew all these teams were terrible, but I didn't realize their record. The Giants 2 and 7. Saints 1 and 8. Cardinals should be fine.
That's a loaded division.
Jets 1 and 7. Browns 2 and 6. Titans are giving us a run for the money, but they need to take a quarterback. Titans 1 and 8. Raiders 2 and 6. So there's like 5 teams that can end up with the number 1 pick.
And it's just disappointing when we're in the spot we're in right now, possibly the worst team in the league, and you make 2 trades at the deadline. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
we're not even
the 4th and the 5th. Actually, that's decent capital for.
I like that we're getting draft capital.
That's the only moves. These are the 2 people you move and not others.
Are we drafting Tom Brady or something? Is that our plan here? We'll get the extra picks?
No, I can't wait.
Is that the plan here?
Imagine the dude he would draft in the 6th round. How bad that guy would be.
He'll draft another quarterback from Louisville who's been playing college football for 9 years. It'll be a dude
from Lemoyne, South Dakota, Northwest for all we know.
Who has been playing college football for the last 20 years. Hasn't even been good.
Imagine look how bad of a quarterback you drafted in the 2nd. Imagine what he would do in the 6th. It's scary to think about. Look at the past quarterbacks this dude has taken is Ian Book and Tyler Show, or Shook, however you pronounce it.
And Spence. You know what I mean? Like, it's just...
How did I forget about him? How did I forget about the albino rifle?
It's so disappointing when you're in this spot as a team and you make 2 trades. Not even like any blockbuster, kind of like get a bunch of picks. 2 trades.
Depressing.
That's all you do, man. And it could be worse. The Pelicans don't even have a 1st round pick. But I feel better about the Pelicans as a team right now. They just showed they can actually win a game or 2.
Yeah.
But as a Saints, like, to only make 2 trades in the situation we're in right now, it just shows the ownership doesn't care. They either don't care or they're terrible. Probably both, if you want to be honest.
It's both.
And that just,
But the reason we're terrible is because of the ownership and general manager.
when you see that from the top level management, it just yells
It's
like
a trickle down effect.
it just yells like, "Hey,
we don't care.
we don't care.
We're here to
We're going to
collect
be
the check."
terrible. We'll get our money. Y'all have fun." I think we bring the brown paper bags back. If I go to a Saints game,
Absolutely.
I'm wearing one. I'm probably not going to. I don't think I would
Absolutely.
waste.
If you did,
I wouldn't waste my $4
tickets
on
are
that.
cheap. Why not, man?
I wouldn't waste my $4
You'd spend
on
more
that.
money going up on the way up there.
You could probably get more value going to a local high school game and buying cheese sticks for $4 than a $4 Saints game.
I'm dead serious. I would go to the top. Like I would go to the LHSAA playoffs for high school way before I'd go to the one. I would way rather go watch an end of car football game than the Saints.
And I went a couple years ago to I think it was 2022. It was Saints Bengals. And I'm not saying that team was amazing or anything, but just I don't know. It's just looking how far the Saints have fallen, and it's depressing. Like you said, it's sad. Sad episode today. Uh, it's terrible, dude.
Yeah.
It's so terrible. Like we're not even.
Life of Louisiana sports.
The thing is, we're not being dramatic.
No.
We are not being dramatic.
Just start doing some research. Cut on the film of them.
Try to be a Louisiana sports fan for like a month and just.
That's why we talked about mental health today.
Dude, like, it's so crazy. Like your ownership is this incompetent for this long, and like you said this the other day. How much job security?
I want to know what he has on Dale Benson.
Oh
Mickey Loomis
God.
cannot get fired.
What kind of job security? That is like.
I'm not going to speculate on some of
amount.
the things he probably. I don't even want to know what he knows or has done.
But dude, he can't get fired. He can't. Like I said, I think it's
also.
also
Scott Woodward and Brian Kelly are kicking dirt, and then meanwhile, look over at this guy.
Brian Kelly won
Jeff Landry.
34-14.
Hold up, Jeff Landry. You want to talk about LSU? Stay away from LSU. Go to New Orleans. Take over over there.
New Orleans is also a part of Louisiana.
You can take care of the crime, and you can take care of our general man. Hey, I don't care. He can talk about fire Mickey Loomis. I do not care.
There's been direct correlation with a positive crime rate and a positive experience with the Saints and LSU. Like, you know what I mean? And the Pelicans. Like, you can oh my God, it's so frustrating.
We'll be here all day.
It's so frustrating. Let's go on to the next team. And I just had a couple things I want to say about Pelicans. Start off 0-6, but 2 straight wins in a row.
2 fun wins. At least it's been fun and watchable.
And I just want to say, it's interesting. That's the word I'm going to use. Interesting. You take Zion out the lineup, and the lineup we've been rolling out there. You have Jose Alvarado, Derek Queen, Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, those guys, and you win 2 in a row. Now, 2 very not good teams in the Hornets.
Still wins.
Still a win in the NBA. A win on the second night of a back-to-back. I had no expectations for that game, but they came out and won it. And it's just, yeah, I mean, like I said, I've made the joke that we're going 76-6 now. Would I put a penny on that? No. Heck no, I wouldn't put a penny on that. Would it be? We'd be the most insufferable people if that happened. That'd also be breaking.
If we have a winning record at the end of the year,
that'd also break about every record that's ever happened in the NBA. But it's just being,
If we have a winning record at the end of the year, above 500, I will be ecstatic.
I seen the over/under for wins on the team, and it said 29. I was like,
I would take the over.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, we're smashing that. I don't know right now.
I still think we do it.
I think we can. I think
we do.
And we'll get into some stats in here in a second. I think this team is too good to not win more than 29 games.
Yeah.
I think you have too many good players. Now, you can have good players, but we've seen poor coaching. You know what I mean? That's
another day.
That's a whole issue in itself. So I had some stats here for the Pelicans. At the time we're recording this, I just want to put this into perspective for everybody. The Pelicans, they rank 27th in the league in offensive rating at 107.1. Now, offensive rating, it measures how many points a team generates per 100 possessions. Okay, so that's what offensive rating is. For reference, Pelicans are at 107. The top-ranked team sits at 122.4. So a 15-point difference. That's the Rockets. That kind of surprised me, by the way. That surprised me that the Rockets are...
Yeah, honestly.
That surprises me.
Excuse me. It does surprise me. I knew they'd be top 3, I would predict.
And then, okay, so we got 27th in offensive rating. That's 107. You go to defensive rating. The Pelicans rank 28th, third to last, at
Defense is my
119.7.
big thing on them. They are horrible on defense.
Defense rating is kind of the same as offensive, vice versa. How many points you're giving up per 100 possessions. So, like a lower defensive number is better. 119, that's third to last in the league. The best team, which is the Thunder, that's not surprising.
No.
They're at 105.6. So you're about double digits away from everyone else, or not everyone else, but the best, the upper level. And then you put those two together and you get net rating, which is your net rating is just the point differential. It's the difference between your two. Pelicans rank second to last in net rating at minus 12.6. Just to put that in perspective, the top team in net rating is at positive 12.3. Yep. So you are literally the opposite of good. You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying here? Like, I hope that made sense, but like, you are, according to the ratings and stats, I know this isn't everything, but it says a lot.
You're at the very, very bottom of the barrel.
You are quite literally the opposite of good.
No, you are the opposite of good.
Like, and then the last stat, they have a pace. Their pace, and I think pace has been so important, like how fast teams are going. The Heat are showing that. I think it's so important this year in the league. Okay, let's see where the Pelicans are at. They rank 24th. 24th in the league, where the pace has become so important. And I'm not saying you have to have a fast pace.
To me, a lot of the things you just named goes back to coaching.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, you don't have to have a good pace. I mean, the Thunder have a slower pace, I think, than the Pelicans. But
it's just how you execute.
It just these stats, they say, like I said, stats aren't always everything, but these say a lot. Yeah. And to be bottom 4, 5, 3 in just every rating pretty much, like, that's terrible. And like I said, there was 2 fun wins. But I will say for the offensive rating,
we're still living reality here.
I think offensive rating, I think that is only going to go up. I don't think this, when you look at the names on this roster, there's no way that their offense should be that bad. And like you said, what does that fall back on?
No, it's coaching.
Who, you know what I mean? Like, the amount, like the third quarter, I'd love to see the point differential for the third quarter.
I've said this from last year, even the year before that, and I said from the offseason. It's not necessarily the first half we looked good. We get out-coached so bad in the second half. He makes no halftime adjustments, and they do, and they just run away with the game, and he's just sitting there like a deer in headlights.
The Nuggets went on a 29-2 or 29-0 run the other day in the third quarter, I believe.
The Mavericks come out on a 9-0 run, I think, in the second
half. It's just...
We had a lead, and they come out on a 9. Somehow, luckily we was able to hold on, but, like, that just shows you.
So, yeah, the stats, like I said, don't always say everything, but these are so loud. And I think the offense is going to get better. I'm not sure about the defense, but I think
defense won't be better.
Main issue here, the coach. He got 2 wins, so unfortunately his job's more stable than it was a week ago. But, man,
he's back.
He's got to go, dude. Willie Green for the coach of the Pelicans, he's got to go, dude. I'm tired of if you were thinking about being a New Orleans or a Louisiana sports fan, hopefully this is shown.
Think again.
Please don't do it. Just we messed up when we were young, I guess, and just chose to follow our team. We're like, yeah, let's do this and see where that's gotten us.
Yeah.
But like I said, Willie Green, he needs to go, dude. There's just no way. I don't know. There's no way he makes it this season. I don't know.
Nah, he'll get fired before the
He's got to. And the thing is, like, this doesn't even. I looked it up the other day. The earliest coaches to get fired is like 3 or 5 games in the season. So I mean, the precedent's there. We can do this.
Oh yeah, but
LSU set the precedent. Hey, get rid of your coach if you don't want to. Or if you want to.
Give it about, I'm gonna say December, January.
I really hope. I think that this team is just stuck in the mud right now with him as the coach, and will be until he's not the coach. Yeah. And I will say, all that negativity, there are some positives. Jose Alvarado, Herb Jones' 3-point percentage is insane. My favorite, possibly, my favorite player has always been Trey Murphy. There might be a new contender for my favorite player on the Pelicans right now.
Mr. Queen?
That is my queen, Derek Queen. I absolutely love Derek Queen.
I like the way he plays and the style. And
like, his bigger guy, undershirt and everything, the way he's passing it and all the way he plays,
he's
like you
fun,
said.
He's entertaining.
Oh, my God. You watch his interviews, and it's such a likable guy.
Yeah.
And then another piece I wanted to mention. DeAndre Jordan. He's been, if you hear him in the interviews and stuff,
He's
having
a team guy.
having a veteran
He's a leader,
presence,
and he's good for Derek Queen.
having a guy for Derek Queen to kind of look up
Yeah.
to, and him kind of talk Derek Queen through it. And like
Absolutely.
they said on the broadcast the other day, DeAndre Jordan can talk him through everything, kind of teach him some stuff about being a vet. And then when Derek Queen gets
Dealing
time,
with the media.
and then when Derek Queen, it comes time for him to teach a younger guy that he'll, you know what I mean? It's just a good way
Well,
to
not
bring
only
him
Derek
up.
Queen, DeAndre Jordan's with the Easy Missy.
Yeah.
You know, Derek Queen.
A veteran presence is so underrated on a team.
We don't need him for playing. We just need him for leadership. But yeah.
Yeah, like I said, Jose, Derek Queen. There is some positive. There's always going to be at least some. It's hard to find it sometimes.
We'll see.
But there's always going to be some positive. But yeah, I just wanted to hit on those stats and just give perspective how bad things are in New Orleans right now and Louisiana in general for sports. In some places, looking up like LSU. In some places, I'm going to skip ahead now. So we got some predictions. We'll run through these real quick. We'll move on here. We got NFL first. We got Ravens going to travel to play the Vikings. Who you got?
Ravens.
I'm going to take Ravens. They just dominate. My mind just went blank on who they played this past week, but absolutely just dominated them. Put up a bunch of points. Lamar Jackson's back. Derrick Henry's going to get going. Ravens. I think this is the most 3-5 or 2-5 team, whatever they are. I think it's the most they've ever been a contender. And then we got the Lions at the Commanders. Important to note.
Lions at the Commanders. Jaden Daniels not playing Lions.
Washington Commanders will have Marcus Mariota. I'm starting him at quarterback, by the way.
He actually would be the one to come out and.
He had a good week couple. When I've had to start him before. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm rolling him out there again this week because I'm down to him, Michael Penix, and Aaron Rodgers. So
yeah, you definitely went the right one.
It is not a good situation at my quarterback room. But yeah, I mean, no Jaden Daniels. I think the Lions are one of the best teams in the NFL. I think they take this one pretty easy.
I agree.
And then we got the Eagles at the Packers on Monday Night Football. This was pretty much the two teams that at the beginning of the season people were saying these are the top dogs in the NFC.
It's at the Packers?
At the Packers on Monday night.
Oh. I'm going to go Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to go Eagles too. I think the Packers I'm not saying a lot, but I think they're a tad bit overrated.
They are. I think the Eagles.
I just really like the Eagles.
I truly just think the Eagles are a better team.
The Eagles have shown they can get there.
They have. They've shown. And I think it's going to be a close game, but I think late in the game, I think Jordan Love made some mistakes, and I go with the Eagles. I think they're all around a better team.
Packers can't get through the NFC Championship, and the Eagles have been to the Super Bowl a couple times.
Packers are very good though.
Oh yeah, and it'll be a good game. That's a really good Monday Night Football game.
It's a great.
We've had some duds on primetime here lately. But like tonight, I'm pretty sure it was a bad game.
Watch. It was terrible. I just looked Bo Nix throughout 2 interceptions.
It was bad.
They won 10-7.
It was bad. So hopefully that's going to spark some life. I always love Monday Night Football. Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, it's always good to see. All right, next we'll go into college football like we always do. We got number 8 BYU at number 9 Texas Tech.
Game day.
Is this game day?
Game day's going there.
I thought this was interesting. Texas Tech at home is 10.5-point favorites, which is a lot. Pretty big for an 8-9 game.
So Texas Tech, great year. They actually, the reason why they all of a sudden got good is they went and spent a bunch of money in the portal. They have a billionaire booster. Cody Campbell's the name. He's like an oil guy. He's a billionaire.
A lot of money to throw.
Billionaire. And look where I got him. Game day coming for the first time in a while. It's going to be electric. Give me Texas Tech.
I'm going to take Texas Tech too. That is so crazy.
This is a game BYU wins, but give me Texas Tech.
That's so crazy. They're 10.5-point favorites. Like that's
a lot.
That's a lot for an 8-9 game. Yeah. I don't know what I would be careful with that if you're placing any bets on this.
Yeah. But
watch
they
out
just
for
know
that.
Something.
The last time this happened, I believe it was like Illinois and Indiana when they were closer in the rankings, and Indiana, did that to them. I'm gonna take Texas Tech. Excuse me.
No problem.
You'll take.
I'll Texas Tech.
Yeah, I didn't know I forgot game day was going there. That's an interesting place. But yeah, I found it really interesting.
Oh, it's gonna be electric.
10-point favorites.
When I heard it's a fun college town and everything.
It's gonna be exciting. And then we got. I'm curious to see what you say about this game. Number 6, Oregon, traveling to play. I don't know if these rankings are accurate. They just put out CFP rankings. I think Iowa's at number 20 now. But I think
Iowa, correct?
It's at Iowa.
Yeah, they're
Oregon,
not ranked.
Oregon traveling to Iowa at I believe it's like at 11 in the morning.
So
I want to say
Iowa's overall is 6-2.
Iowa's a good team.
It's just number one. It's Iowa. Anytime you have to go to Iowa,
Oh yeah,
2:30 in the day, 2:30
2:30.
p.m. Anytime you have to go to Iowa, it's the style of football they play.
I
Is
think it's a
that
dangerous game for Oregon.
their defense? They grind it out at Iowa. I so bad want to pick the upset here just because Oregon. They have shown me. Oregon really has not. Okay, the one team they played, Indiana beat. I know people say Penn State. Penn State now. Which I know a lot had to do with their quarterback getting hurt and their coach of the firing. You know what? Give me Iowa.
Yep.
Give me the Hawkeyes.
So
I think the reason. Let me explain why. I could be wrong. I like Dan Lanning. Love Dan Lanning. I love the program, and I think Oregon's probably truly the better team. But they have not. They have not shown me yet that they've been tested. Not saying Iowa has either. But with it being at
Iowa's played
Iowa,
some
they have played some
good
tough
teams
teams.
very
I
close.
mean,
I
like
think
for
a 20 to
example,
15 Indiana.
2015 Indiana, they beat the crap out of Wisconsin. Wisconsin's terrible. Beat the crap. They're playing good right now, somewhat.
This is a
They're on a win streak,
dangerous
3-0
game.
right now.
A dangerous game for an
The
Oregon
reason
team
why I
trying to
go
get
with
into
them
the
though
playoff.
is because who they're playing. They're playing at home. It's just it's the way they play, and I feel like their defense is going to give Dante Moore some issues, and I feel like they pull a close one out. But I wouldn't be surprised if Oregon pulls it out. But give me Iowa in
We
this
talked
one.
about the favorites in the first game. Oregon opens up. Oregon, when I looked earlier, we're at 6.5-point favorites,
Yeah,
which is about a touchdown, obviously.
that's
I think
that's
that's an
expected.
interesting
Yeah,
line too.
that's
The over under, I thought this was the interesting part of this game, is at 40.5,
hmm.
which for a day and age where college
Yeah.
football is just numbers on the board all the
Look
time.
at the teams that are playing. Well,
I think
especially that
I
one
would,
team.
if I was to put money on, I would slam the under on that.
I would.
I
It's
think
not
it's gonna
going
be
over that.
a
It's
ugly
gonna be a
game.
low scoring.
I think if Iowa wants to win, it's gonna have to be ugly.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna have to make
I
Oregon
was
play
gonna
their
make
game.
Iowa. That's their game plan is for them to play Iowa football,
Yep,
which is sloppy, low scoring, and grind
just
it
a
out. It's
slugfest
gonna who's gonna
in the
grind it out? Who's
trenches.
gonna win on a football? Who's gonna win on a field goal type game?
So you're taking,
I'm taking Iowa.
hey, give me the upset. Iowa over Oregon. Like you said, Oregon. This is definitely such a
Yeah, show
dangerous
me.
game for them. They're
Yeah.
trying to make some noise, get into the playoff. This has got to be. If I'm an Oregon fan, I'd be terrified going into this.
Oh yeah.
Just the way the atmosphere and everything that they're going into. Watch out for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
Hawkeyes are a lot better than they get a lot of credit for. We'll move on now. Last college football game. Number 3, Texas A&M going to travel to play number 19, Missouri.
A&M. I'll make it fast. A&M.
I think A&M has just been so dominant this year.
A&M's a very good. Pains me to say, but A&M's a very good football team all around. They have an elite quarterback in
Elko at
Marcel
the
Reed.
helm.
Elko has a good program. He's a defensive mind. They're all around balanced and really good. A&M just and then Missouri with their quarterback
Yeah.
breaking his leg. I don't even know his exact injury, but they have a true freshman. And then Elijah Drinkwitz has all the coaching rumors going around. Give me Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think A&M has been so dominant. Now it is on the road, but I think that A&M will be able to play
I got
through it.
A&M. So you got A&M.
I'll take A&M.
I got
I think
A&M.
they're a 7-point
I
favorite. I think they
I think
cover
we can
that.
agree pretty easy. A&M.
I mean, undefeated on
I
the
think I would go
season.
over 7.
Yeah, undefeated on the season. They've looked awesome.
Yeah.
Like you said, as much as it pains us to say, they look awesome.
Yeah.
And we could see them making a deep run.
Oh, absolutely.
Really could, and that's going to suck as an LSU fan, but whatever. And for the first time, like we mentioned earlier, we have college basketball. And our predictions.
Our predictions will be pretty shaky. One is we have not seen these teams. They've only got 1 or 2 games in, and we're just kind of just going off preseason expectations, preseason hype, where they're playing at, and what we know somewhat about them.
And I'll be straight up. I don't know that much about college. I don't know about that much about these teams.
No one
So I'm
really
gonna be
knows.
going on a whim.
We know preseason, but like we don't know. I mean, just because you're preseason don't mean crap, really.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for college basketball all the
I'm
time.
really excited.
I'm glad we get to put it in the podcast now, especially with all the games coming up. It's going to be so much fun. We'll start off with, I think it's going to be an awesome game. Number 19 Kansas going to play at number 25 North Carolina on the night that this comes out. So Friday night.
It'll be a whiteout from what I've gathered in North Carolina. This one's tough because they're both kind of remind me of one another. These two teams. Uh, we've seen Kansas go to Louisville and beat them, and North Carolina only lost by 1 to BYU. Both teams are good and have elite freshmen: Caleb Wilson for North Carolina and Darren Peterson for Kansas. This one's tough, but I feel like for some reason I just got a gut instinct. I can't tell you why. Like I said, we're just going off, preseason and stuff. But I'm gonna have North Carolina winning this game.
Yeah, like I said, I'll be straight up. I don't really know much about the teams,
A lot
but
of
I
it
think
because it's going to be at home.
with it being in North Carolina,
Yeah.
I think that's going to be an electric atmosphere. Give me North Carolina. Give me the Tar Heels.
I got them winning that one.
And then next game, we've got another really exciting one. We got 15th ranked Alabama going to play number 5 ranked St. John's.
Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Rick Pitino, St. John's coach, right? He's still there.
Still St. John's coach.
Okay.
Watched him the other day. I like the way they play. They got their center back from last year. They got a guard from North Carolina, a forward from Providence, boy from Cincinnati. He hit the transfer portal hard. So they're kind of new with one another, but their experience at St. John, I like the way. I'm a big Rick Pitino guy. I like the way he plays. Alabama's still somewhat new. They lost a lot from last year's team.
Nate Oates is their coach,
Still
right?
great coach, yes. I just feel like at home and the way Rick Pitino coaches, he's gonna be able to slow down kind of Nate Oates' his offensive. Nate Oates wants to play really fast. He's more offense, less defense. I ain't saying don't take defense serious, but he wants to score.
Yeah.
Rick Pitino's, hey, we're gonna stop you,
Yep.
we're gonna grind it out, and I just think St. John's is gonna pull this one out.
Yeah, I think with it being at St. John's, I like that. And I think just when you look at the two coaches, I think Rick Pitino is going to outcoach Nate Oates here. So give me St. John's.
I have two great coaches, but I'm going with Rick and the
I think it's going to be a really good game.
I'm just a Rick Pitino guy.
I think it's going to be super close.
Yes.
Like you said, two great coaches. It's going to be an absolute chess match.
Yeah.
But I think Rick Pitino takes this one.
I agree.
And then the last one we got, I know you'll be invested in this one. Number 9, Kentucky, going to play number 11, Louisville, in a big rivalry game on Tuesday.
Which is a crime that we have it this early in the season. Stupid to me. But it is also fun because you just go.
You don't know.
I'm not trying to make excuses. Kentucky, luckily though, they just getting their point guard back, Jalen Lowe. He should be coming back to play, as you see this video, tonight against Friday night. They play Valor. I don't know how you pronounce it. Mid-major.
Yeah.
He should be playing though, so he's getting. We're still not 100% healthy. We don't have our starting center, Jaden Quaintance, who's a top 10 projected pick. He's elite. He's coming back. He'll be back in December, January. But it's just being so early. It makes me nervous. But I think Louisville kind of has the same thing too.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a new team. At Louisville makes me a little nervous, but I'm a Kentucky guy. I've been a fan since I was in kindergarten. And I have liked what I've seen when they did play Purdue. I love Aberdeen, the guard from Florida. Lowe's to be back. Mo Diabate from Alabama. I just really like the way they play, and I feel like they've starting to click more. I'm going to Kentucky.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Louisville basketball not terrible like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago?
They were horrible.
Like one of the worst teams?
Yeah, they were horrible.
Now, obviously, it's a different situation now. I mean, got them ranked at number 11 now. It's a good team. I look at these two teams. You got a blue blood in Kentucky. Is Louisville considered a blue blood?
I would say so.
Kind of.
They're a top 10 program.
When I think, as a casual college basketball fan, when I look at Kentucky, I look at Louisville. I mean, you just mentioned all the guys that Kentucky's got now. Obviously, Louisville's going to have their guys.
Louisville loaded up in the portal with some shooters and stuff, and it's going to be challenging. But I feel like Kentucky can pull it out here. I don't know.
I think even though it's in Louisville, it's still in state for Kentucky.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a
great
great game, great atmosphere. I think it's going to be a super close game, but I think Kentucky takes this one. I'll say that.
I appreciate it, Brady.
We're not going to talk about LSU basketball right now.
No. I think that about covers it up. Huh?
We got a couple questions we'll run through, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, final thoughts. We haven't had this in 2 weeks. Just a couple quick fire questions. I swear one day I'll keep up with these. Anyway, number 1, does LSU go into Bama and go into Tuscaloosa and beat Alabama?
No.
I'm scared that they will, but I'm gonna say no. I'm scared that they will.
I hope they do, but I just don't think they will.
I'm scared what
Why
could happen.
Are you scared?
I'm scared that Frank Wilson.
Frank Wilson ain't gonna get it.
I'm just scared. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I'll say no.
He ain't gonna get it.
Number 2, Sunday Night Football. Steelers going to play at the Chargers.
God.
Steelers have been getting like way too many.
Why do we keep
They're
bringing
a
up
good
prime
team,
time?
obviously, but I don't like watching them on Sunday Night
I don't
Football.
even know. You picked this one.
It's Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, because I trust Herbert a little bit more than Aaron Rodgers. The Steelers' offense is so bad. I can't even make.
The most
It
exciting,
does worry me a little bit, the Chargers O-line, but I'm still going to go Chargers.
thing that could happen out of that game is maybe we see Madison Beer. Anyways, we're gonna go to number 3 now.
Or Aaron Rodgers' offensive lineman tackle him again.
That was awesome. That was awesome. And we got number 3, Saints at the Panthers. Straight up.
Panthers.
Oh, it pains me to say it. I'm not going to go Panthers. I'm going to go Saints. I've got faith. We still own the Panthers. We'll do it again on Sunday. Number 4, another big game in college basketball coming up next week. Creighton and Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
You know how much I love Creighton. I don't even know why I love Creighton, but I love Creighton, so I don't think they take this one, though. I'll get Gonzaga. And then last but not least, should find this out pretty soon. Who wins the MVP in the NL and the AL? Just bias aside, if you had to put money on who wins
Who do
it,
you have?
it's
going to be Raleigh.
Ohtani or Schwarber
Raleigh.
and Judge and Raleigh.
It's to be Raleigh, Ohtani, and then Raleigh wins MVP.
Yeah, I think for the AL,
pains me. I think people are starting to get. Win it.
I think people are starting to get with Judge the way that people get with NBA MVPs, where they get kind of tired of putting the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Judge is just putting up crazy. All these guys are putting up crazy numbers
every year now.
I just think with what Riley's done as a catcher this season, I think they give it to him.
And then he's new and he broke the Barry Bonds.
And then in the NL, it's Shohei Ohtani. I mean, I don't think there's much
even a
debate there.
It ain't near as close as Judge and Ohtani. Oh, Raleigh. Judge
and
Raleigh.
I didn't even mention the other 2 guys in the race because it's a 2-man race in both.
The other 2 guys.
It's down to those. I think it was like J-Ram in the AL.
It was J-Ram.
I can't even remember the other guy in the NL. So that just goes to show you.
That just shows you them 2.
But yeah, I think that'll do it.
Yep.
I think that'll cover it for this week. That was episode 5. We are 5 episodes into this already.
Yeah.
And it's November. So time's moving quick. It's kind of scary, but it's also very exciting at the same time.
Yeah.
Once again, guys,
it's getting exciting. College football is about to get into the playoffs. Ready for that. NFL's getting toward the end. We started out a decent amount of season left.
There's so much coming up.
Yeah. College basketball is just now starting. And before college basketball ends, college baseball will be starting. The MLB will be back. NBA's
It's crazy. Starting. We lose the MLB and we got all this other stuff happening.
So it's a good time to be a sports fan. Once again, if y'all want us to talk about anything else, just leave a comment. Send us a message. We'll definitely respond. One of us will. And just thank y'all again.
Just go look at the Ole Miss video.
Yeah. Just thank y'all again for all y'all support. And we can't say enough how much it means, and we just can't wait to keep doing this.
Ole Miss still poverty. Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys, all the support. Like you said, we say it every week, but we really can't say it enough. It means so much. All the support we get. Can't ever state that enough. And we'll say it every week. But yeah, I mean, that was episode 5. I'm excited, man. I love doing this, and time flies, like we said. And I'm just ready to get back to next week. You know what I mean? I'm ready to see what happens this week. There's always going to be something exciting going on, whether it's good or bad for us. And yeah, I love it, dude.
Me too.
I'm really excited. But yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I'm good.
Once again, so y'all have a good sports weekend. We'll see y'all next week.